of speakers. It's called Pathway, and it has been one. Mine didn't start 2 years ago when I signed up. It began in 2007 at age 16 when I started my career with Specsavers as the Saturday boy, quite literally working in the cupboard. Since then I've been given the opportunity to learn many skills, right through from dispensing glasses to making them in the lab. I was directly approached by the Earco director and asked to be part of the team. I took the opportunity and was sent to university to learn how to be a hearing aid dispenser. I've grown a lot during my time at Specsavers, both through practical skills and as a person. More recently I joined Pathway, and in January I attended the Pathway assessment. On reflection, I wasn't ready. I believe I have the knowledge and skills that it takes to be a partner, however personal growth was needed. Throughout the assessment I was outside of my comfort zone. I don't see this as a particular negative, as I've shown I'm willing to be outside of my comfort zone, but it did impact my ability to show what I'm capable of. I was anxious to succeed, but also nervous due to being in a room full of strangers and being watched by even more. I've taken on the feedback I was given and I'm grateful for it. Since my previous assessment, I've been working on my confidence and public speaking ability, both in and outside of work, and I've seen the change for myself. I contacted T2 and they've been able to provide me with tailored training based on my areas for improvement. I found the video describing the confidence conundrum very helpful, and I was better able to understand that I do have self-confidence, however I lack surface confidence. I've been working more to balance these types of confidence and making a conscious effort wherever I am to show that I am confident. I certainly had a fear of public speaking, and the information I read on this has been very helpful. The statistic of this being the most common fear, around 75% of people, showed me that I'm not alone in this. Understanding how the brain works, including the quick response from the chimp part of the brain, means that I'm now able to rationalise and calm myself much quicker when in a public speaking and group situation. The advice given was essentially that practice makes perfect, and with repeated exposure your chimp will come to accept that it's safe to do. Prior to reading this information, I had joined Swindon Speakers Club. I arrived armed with what I'd learned so far. Although nervous to begin with, the friendly atmosphere, my increased confidence and my understanding of the fight or flight response from my chimp, I was able to calm myself. When I was asked if I wanted to speak, I impressed myself by saying yes. I spoke in front of a group of strangers and explained to them the reason I was there and what I wanted to achieve. I feel proud that since my previous assessment I've been able to develop myself and give myself the confidence to do this. I'm now much more comfortable with public and group speaking, and although it does still make me nervous, I'm able to calm myself and actually begin to enjoy it. I thought that I was already confident at work when dealing with patients, but I've been able to see a change in myself for the better. I was also advised in my feedback that I could ask more open questions, and so I've been doing this with patients. I'm gaining a lot more information from them, and this has improved my ability to help them. During our weekly meetings, I am taking more of an active role, where before I may have sat on information, thought I can send this in a message, I'm now vocalising what needs to be said. I'm learning more about the team through doing this, and feedback and questions are much more forthcoming. As clinical lead, part of my role is one-to-ones with clinical staff. This predates Pathway, but throughout the Pathway process, I've developed my ability to deliver these much more efficiently, and I'm able to get much more out of them. I'm now asking much more open questions during these, and I'm working with the staff to come to conclusions rather than telling them what I want to see. I've run a training evening which I felt went very well. When I asked for feedback, I was told that I delivered the information in a clear and concise way, which made it easy to understand. I was told it was clear I knew what I was talking about, and I appeared confident in myself and what I was delivering. I feel proud of what I've achieved since my previous assessment. I'm not complete, but my development doesn't stop after Pathway. I intend to continue with the Speakers Club as I've enjoyed it so far, and I know it would be a very good way to become much more proficient at speeches. I intend to continue using T2 and all the resources I have available to me to make sure I'm always the best version of me that I can be. I've been given so many opportunities to expand my career with Specsavers, and I would like to be in a position to offer that to others. On that note, I'd like to end with a quote. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give.